Welcome to Neosho Basketball, live on kneo.org. This broadcast is a sporting outreach of the KNEO Sports Network. You're now locked into the official pregame show for the Neosho Wildcats. Now let's go to the game site for all the action.
And good evening, Wildcat fans. Welcome from Carl Junction, Missouri. John Ball, Jim Jackson, Sam Fryer with you. And Jim, we need to say on the outset that the internet service here is not real good. We apologize for that, but we hope to be able to get this ball game in. Hey, the Lady Wildcats are on a two-game winning streak, and they're taking on the Carl Junction Bulldogs.
That's right. The Lady Cats had a good game last Tuesday night in Monette, and it's been almost a week since we've had a ball game. We didn't have boys action on Thursday or Friday. They were at the Pea Ridge, Arkansas tournament, and they had some tough going down there, and we'll have boys action later in the week, or actually tomorrow we'll be in Monette and back home on Friday night to take on the Seneca Indians. But tonight it's the Lady Cats traveling to Carl Junction to take on the 3-4 Lady Bulldogs. It's still young in the season, but anything can happen between these two teams. And for the past several years, John, the Lady Bulldogs have had the number of the Lady Cats, and they've had some great teams this year. They're down just a little bit due to graduation from last year, but still a very well-coached team here in Carl Junction.
Yeah, Kylie Scott, who was their big scorer, now is playing for Oral Roberts University over in Tulsa, Oklahoma. And Coach Odefer, who had her last year, is in actually his second year, but he is not an unfamiliar face. He was here and he coached the boys back in 2008 through 2012. So he's back around. He knows how to win. He knows what to do. And kind of like Tyler Cheney, he's trying to get his system put in place.
Coach Cheney kind of had a different lineup the other night against Monette. They did very well. They started Jolie Bond, a freshman, and Aspen Drake, also a freshman, and both those young ladies have seen a lot of JV action tonight. So they should be well warmed up and ready to go for this varsity action here in about 25 minutes.
Yeah, hey, we're going to take a timeout here in just a minute. This is the pregame show. It's brought to you by ProLube Tire and Auto Maintenance. But Jim, before we do that, the COC football picks are out. Congratulations to Boston Patterson, who is a receiver first team, and I'm talking about from the kickoff side of things. As a wide receiver, he was second team. Cade Spiva, quarterback, was first team. Denver Welch, running back, was first team. Canton Smith, defender and safety for the Cats, made the first team, as did Trey Harden in the outside linebacker position. His brother, Tyce Harden, offensive lineman, was on first team, as was Brody Crane on the inside linebacker position, and Evanson Tomlinson made the second team. So congratulations to all of those Wildcats, and what a great honor. For most of them are seniors and leaving and their high school career, but yet they get that honor from the COC.
And the Cats had a good season this year. They won their first game in districts, finishing with a record of 6-5 on this 24 campaign. This ball game here, John, is pretty well under control. 48-13. Carl Junction ladies will defeat the ladies from Neosho. Mills going to drive to the basket, and she's up for two, and that looks like that's going to be about it. 50-13 will be your final score for JV action. Carl Junction over Neosho.
We'll take a 3-minute timeout, and we'll be back. We'll have the keys to the Cats. We'll have the starting lineup, and we'll talk about these teams for just a little bit and much more. Once again, this is the pregame show. It's brought to you by ProLube, your tire and auto center. Sam, let's take 3 minutes, and we'll be right back after that.
At ProLube Tire and Auto Center, we know what it means to rely on your vehicle. We race all year and know how to get that extra inch out of every part. Precision, quality, and reliability are not just words to us. It's what we do every day. We know you rely on your vehicle to perform for your family. From oil changes to full-on repairs, ProLube gives you the best racetrack team experience, so you can be worry-free.
ProLube Tire and Auto Center, where we get it right on the road and the track.
People's Bank of Seneca, we care about your journey every step of the way. Since 1996, we've dedicated to providing excellent customer service across the four-state area, ensuring that every experience is exceptional. Visit us in Joplin, Neosho, or Seneca. Learn more at peoplesbankofseneca.com. Member FDIC. Proud sponsor of area athletics. Let's score big together.
Being a Lion comes with a reputation for excellence. Whether it's in the classroom, on the court, or in the community, Lions are leading the way. With innovative and immersive academic programs, new scholarship opportunities, and a campus committed to the future, now is the perfect time to find your purpose. Find your pride at Missouri Southern State University.
Happy Egg supports the family farmer because they've seen the difference a choice like this can make. Now you can grow for Happy Egg and choose to raise hens the right way, the happy way. When you grow for Happy Egg, you're growing for a family-owned and operated business. You're raising happy hens on 10 plus acres who will lay happy eggs. You're working for yourself. As a Happy Egg grower, you'll receive new flock cost support and yield-based compensation. Visit happyegg.com/grower to apply today.
Compton CPA Group PC, located at 112 Northwood in Neosho, is a full-service accounting firm and is proud to support the Neosho Wildcats. Compton CPA Group PC can assist you at every stage of your financial life and help you work toward your financial goals. From tax preparation to bookkeeping services, Compton CPA Group PC has you covered. For all your tax and business affairs, call 417-451-2932 or learn more at ComptonCPAGroup.com.
Hi, I'm Pastor Mike of Calvary of Neosho, and I want to take a minute to share grace with you today. And what is grace? Grace is when someone gives you something that you don't deserve. I haven't done anything to deserve God's forgiveness, but He gives it by His grace. I haven't done anything to deserve God's love, but He gives it by His grace. I haven't done anything to deserve a bright future, but God has made a way for me to have one by His grace. Titus 2 says the grace of God has appeared that offers salvation to all people. Have you accepted that gift of grace? For KNEO Radio, I'm Mike Leake.
Sam Gorham and Aaron Mitchell are your specialty risk insurance agents for Neosho and the surrounding area. They've been involved in Neosho sports since their own high school days and know the importance of athletic competition and how it teaches students life lessons every day. For all your home, auto, life, farm, ranch, and crop insurance needs, call Sam Gorham today at 417-850-5116 or Aaron Mitchell at 417-483-8337. You can also learn more online at specialtyriskinsuranceagency.com. Go Wildcats!
Welcome back to Carl Junction, Missouri. John Ball, Jim Jackson, Sam Fryer with you, and we're about 15 minutes away from getting the Lady Wildcats, the varsity version, up against the Lady Bulldogs from Carl Junction. Carl Junction has a 2-game winning streak as well. They have beat, well, let's see, who have they beat? They beat just recently, they beat Russellville, Arkansas. Of course, we don't know anything about Russellville at all, but we also know that they've taken on Carthage and played them really close as well.
And, of course, the Cats won last Tuesday night in Monette. They defeated the Monette Lady Cubs and defeated Parkview earlier in the tournament to start the season. But different ball game. You know, John, just looking historically, the Lady Cats have not defeated the Lady Bulldogs since 2011.
Yeah, it's been a long time, but I'll tell you what, the Lady Bulldogs have been a basketball manufacturer, and they've come up with some really great players that have played not only in Missouri Southern, but Evangel College and over at Pitt State as well.
You know, they've had some good teams, like you said. They've won district, have advanced well into regional play, state play. They went to the state a couple of years ago under Coach Shorter. And so there's a long tradition here for some good lady basketball, and it's kind of a rebuilding year this year for the Lady Bulldogs. They have Desi Williams back. She has been a starter since she was a freshman, and she will lead this team. You have a couple of Harris girls in there, and you have Deshae Berge, that's the name. Long tradition that her sisters have played here as well. So it should be a good ball game tonight. Becklin Garrett the other night, John, she kind of put the Cats over the top. Very close game towards the end, and Monette was forced to foul Neosho, and I believe Becklin had 8 of 10 free throws. She was just hot down the line, and they won that ball game 61-57.
Well, there's no doubt about it. If I'm a Neosho coach and it's coming down to the end, I want to put the ball in Beckland's hands, because if she gets fouled, I think she missed 2 out of 10 before the ball game was over with, so we're excited about that. Hey, the Cats have got a senior in Beckland. They have a junior in Jasmine Washington, a sophomore in Journey Arnold, and 2 freshmen in Bond and Drake. And Drake adds just so much to the ball game, Jim, because as someone pointed out the other night, with her in the game, we've actually got 3 bigs out there, and that's something that we don't see very often.
No, we don't. You look at Jolie Bond, she's a smaller in statute, a very petite young lady, but she can shoot the threes. She is not afraid to mix it up, and she had a couple earlier tonight in junior varsity action for the Lady Cats. So, you know, I like the lineup, and it still allows Coach Cheney to use Journey Burkhart to come in there and off the bench. She's still going to get a lot of playing time. And when you add Journey Arnold in there and Jazzy Washington, they both had good games the other day. Journey for defense, and Jasmine, I believe, had 17 points. So we're going to need every much of that tonight against a very fine and well-coached Lady Bulldog team here in Carl Junction.
Yeah, we really are. And I'll tell you, you were talking about Journey Burkhart. She can come in and hit the 3-ball as well. So that gives us actually a threat of 3 on the perimeter on the outside when we've got playing with either 2 bigs or 3 bigs in the middle as well. So Cats, as we said, are going to be playing in the holiday tournament. What a great win this would be tonight if they could get this one. And then they would be playing on December the 26th at 11 o'clock in the high school gymnasium. And they're going to be taking on the Huntsville Eagles.
Should be a good ball game, and Huntsville has been there for many years. And boy, it's going to be a great tournament. You can already get your tickets. I think a 3-day pass is $25 or $10 if you want to buy just a 1-day pass, and you can get that at the ticket window at the high school. But high school teams, both boys and girls, are coming from Arkansas and Oklahoma, and I believe, John, a couple of teams from Ohio. Yes, and down around the Memphis, Tennessee area. So some class acts and some future D1 players will be in Neosho on that tournament on the 26th, 27th, and 28th. That's a Thursday, Friday, and Saturday of next week. It's hard to believe Christmas just a week from Wednesday.
It is. It's hard to believe that. Now we want to remind everybody that, as we said, the Cats start in that first ball game at 11 o'clock. We just kind of pay your money and take your chances is when the pregame show is going to be, that it is tournament time, and there's a possibility of getting behind, or there's a possibility of getting ahead, though I've never seen that happen. So somewhere in that area we will have the call. We'll have the Lady Cats that morning at 11 o'clock. Then we will do the Seneca Indian boys at 12 o'clock. And then at 7 o'clock that night, the Neosho boys Cats will take on that same Huntsville Eagle team from the boys version from Huntsville, Arkansas.
Should be a good day of action. That's on that Thursday if you get a chance to come out. If not, you can always tune in to John and myself and Sam. Sam's with us tonight again. You did bring him tonight.
We did.
Glad you did that. Sam, good to have you with us.
Yeah, thank you.
Is this your first time in the gym at Carl?
No, I think I've been here one time. Can't remember why. I think wrestling.
Well, they have a good wrestling program as well here at Carl Junction. This gym here is about 20 years of age, and it looks like brand new gym, but it's very well laid out and a good atmosphere and a good crowd on hand tonight for this ball game between the Lady Cats and the Lady Bulldogs of Carl Junction.
This is the pregame show. It's being brought to you by ProLube, your tire and auto center. As you said, Jim, we're playing Carl Junction, something we haven't done since the new alignment in Carl Junction went over to the newly formed Ozark Mountain Conference. They're not one of our COC foes, but we're fortunate because they know us real well, and we know them real well, to be able to get some basketball in. Sam, let's take another 3-minute timeout, and then we'll come back. You're watching the Lady Wildcats on the KNEO Neosho Wildcat Sports Network, and we'll be back in a few.
Southwest Missouri Bank in Neosho serves the Neosho area from 2 locations. They offer business banking services including checking and savings accounts, business loans, and electronic banking. Learn more online at smbonline.com. Southwest Missouri Bank, a proud sponsor of community broadcasting on KNEO, equal housing lender, member FDIC, where their slogan is
Southwest Missouri Bank. I am a Missouri Farm Bureau insurance agent, and I'm here to talk about life, your dreams, your work, your family, and how you can protect it all with a company that will talk to you with the honesty of a farmer and take care of you with the integrity of a neighbor. I'll make sure no detail is left uncovered so your family can breathe easy. Because just like you, I chose to build a life in Missouri too. I'm a Missouri Farm Bureau insurance agent, and I'm from Missouri for life.
I am Josh Dotson with Missouri Farm Bureau Insurance Services. If you're in Missouri, I'm for you.
If you're a weekend warrior who likes to go, 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 don't let pain put the brakes on your pace. When you need help with an injury that keeps you from moving, you want an orthopedic team with a proven track record. Freeman Orthopedics and Sports Medicine is nationally recognized and were recently named CareCheck's #1 hospital in the market and top 10% hospital in the state for hip fracture repair. Freeman Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, the experience you need to keep pace with life.
At Calvary Neosho, we aren't your grandmother's church because she lives in Akron, Ohio, and that would be a terribly long commute for church. But if she did live in Neosho, we at Calvary would be delighted to have her come visit us. And since you live here, we would definitely like you to come visit us. Then, when your Nana comes to visit for Christmas, you can bring her to church and introduce us to her. We're sure she is a delightful lady. You can find us at Facebook/Calvary of Neosho or join us in person at 3650 Oak Ridge Extension. We gather for worship Sundays at 10:30 a.m. Calvary Neosho. Not your grandma's church, but we'd sure like to meet her.
Hi, I'm Pastor Jeremy Bridges with the Canopy Church, and I want to take 30 seconds today to encourage you to pray. Because our prayers have the power to move heaven. James 5 says the prayer of a righteous person is powerful and effective. When we pray, God listens. When we pray, situations can change. When we pray, miracles can happen. And heaven moves on our behalf, simply because we pray. Take some time today and pray. For KNEO Radio, I'm Jeremy Bridges.
And welcome back to Carl Junction, Missouri. Tonight, the Lady Bulldogs are hosting our Lady Cats of Neosho. It's time now for Keys for the Cats. Keys for the Cats, sponsored by your State Farm agent Eric Norris in Neosho, located at 437 West Kohler. Eric and his team offer a wide variety of insurance services for individuals and businesses. If you'd like more information, you can go online and just click on ericnorrisinsurance.com or phone them at 451-6666. And now with Keys for the Cats, here's John.
All right, and we start off with Keys for the Cats. We spell the word CATS. C stands for confidence. Tonight, the Lady Cats have got a chance to be 500, Jim. This would be their third win in a row. Our confidence is riding high, and this team is coming together. Jazz has the confidence on the inside. We need to get Journey in the scoring column. We need to get the confidence that she needs to break down the walls. 3 in a row will go a long way towards solidifying our confidence, especially going into the holiday tournament. A, let's astound Carl Junction Bulldogs with our ability to protect and move the ball. This team is moving the ball better than any Tyler Cheney team that we've seen up to this point. Good ball movement keeps the ball in our hands and out of their hands, and more specifically, out of the other team's bucket. T, let's terrify the other team with our ability. Let's make sure that they think that they are being outclassed in the ball game tonight. The ball game tonight has many, many opportunities for us, so let's make the most of ours, and it's going to be a really, really sweet ride home. And then S, let's sparkle. Yeah, how about that?
I like
Sparkle,
that.
do you? Yeah. We know what it is to play this ball game. Let's get down to it. Let's do the best, and let's sparkle with our ability to be able to play as a team on both ends of the court. Free throws are going to be a premium tonight. A sparkle at the free throw line. If we do those things, we will score, 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 and the ride home will be sweet.
And that's how you win ball games here. And the Keys for the Cats tonight, sponsored by your State Farm agent Eric Norris in Neosho. Contact them at 451-6666. And you're so right, John. The other night we saw that at Monette, where free throws was the key. They were the key to the ball game, and Becklin was dead on there at the very end and kept us in the ball game. And if the Cats can play and hustle like they did the other night, I think they'll do very well against a very fine Lady Bulldog team. Last year we were averaging per game around 30 points a game. Yeah. We weren't scoring a lot so far this year, were averaging 47 points a contest, giving up 48. A couple of games earlier in the year, we had some tough going, but they know how to score. They scored, I think, 65 or 56 points against Parkview, 61 points against Monette in their 2 wins this year. So the Cats, if they can hustle, they will be right in it.
I believe you're right, and like you said, on paper, we're just pretty competitive. We're just right up neck to neck with them. I think that they've got 3 seniors, we've got 1, they've got a junior, we've got a junior, and then the rest is freshmen and sophomores. But I believe we've got a little bit of a height advantage. Now, one of the things that I noticed last week when we played Monette, something you don't normally see Tyler Cheney do, is we went to a 1-3-1 zone. Normally, we like to play man-to-man so we can take advantage of our height. But the girls did a really, really good job of switching over and being able to do that. We've got about 2 minutes left. Why don't we get the starting lineups?
We could do that for the Lady Bulldogs tonight. They're led by number 1, senior Desi Williams. A couple of Harris ladies are in there. They're sisters. Number 4 is Delaney Harris, and she's followed by her sister, number 15, Dempsey Harris. Number 21, Deshae Berge, also in the ball game tonight. She's a veteran of this fine team. And also number 33, Jaden Howard, Jr. Now a look for the Lady Cats. Here's John.
And our Neosho Wildcats, being with Tyler Cheney, his 2nd year as head coach. He is assisted by Bobby Stackhouse and Martha Harper. Number 1, she's a freshman, Jolie Bond will start for the Cats. Number 10, the other freshman is Aspen Drake. A junior, Jasmine Washington, number 11, and she's the big on the inside that has been playing since a freshman. What a great, great time we've had just watching her develop. Also a sophomore, Journey Arnold, number 21 at 6'2", will be on the inside. And the quarterback for the team is senior Becklin Garrett, wearing number 15. We're just about ready to get underway. I believe we're going to stand for the national anthem, and then we'll be ready, Jim, to get this ball game going.
And a good crowd on hand tonight here in Carl Junction for this ball game, and good to have you with us as well. We're going to stand here and don't forget the Lady Cats will be at the holiday tournament, like John mentioned, on the 26th. Tomorrow night it's boys action in Monette, and Friday night we'll have that action against Seneca. Now our national anthem. And we're just moments away from the initial tip-off tonight. The Lady Cats on the road with a record of 2-3, taking on the 3-4 Carl Junction Lady Bulldogs. John, like you mentioned, very evenly matched teams on paper scoring-wise. Carl Junction averaging 43 points a game, where Neosho averaging 47.
Yeah, I think it's going to be an exciting ball game. I think it's going to be up to the Cats to control the tempo of the game and make the movement they need to hang on to the ball. That's going to be vitally important.
I think what the Cats have to watch out for is the full court press. The JV used that to a great advantage against our junior varsity team tonight. Junior varsity for Neosho lost that game 50-13. Carl Junction very tough. They've known to do that. Desi Williams is quick. She is a good three-point shooter, and she can play and drive to the basket and draw the foul. So she will be probably the key to watch, along with number 21, Deshae Berge, both good ball players for the Lady Bulldogs.
Yeah, they really are. Desi Williams, Coach Hodefer, says that the ball club will go just as far as she is willing to take them. She's the quarterback on the ball club, and she will handle the ball a lot. And the videos that I saw says that they are not afraid to shoot the 3 ball.
Well, the Lady Bulldogs being introduced on the floor tonight. And like we said, they have a 3-4 record, but don't let that fool you. They are a strong team, and the Lady Cats, I know in the back of their minds, it's been 13 years since we last defeated the Lady Bulldogs. They are just that good. They've had some great teams over the years. They've had our number, and tonight they'd like to break that streak.
Yeah, we really would. One more programming note. Let's talk about that game Friday night. That it will be Seneca's very first basketball game. The boy Cats have got 6 games under their belts. Unfortunately, they're just 1-5, but Seneca due to, and congratulations, went all the way to the state finals and came up 1/2 short of a state championship team on their football team, but they've got their players in place now, and that'll be their first ball game.
Delaney Harris will go up against Jazzy Washington for the initial tip-off tonight, and it goes to Neosho. Becklin Garrett with the ball at midcourt. She is the premier ball handler for the Lady Cats. Jolie Bond in there. She had a lot of action tonight for the JV game. Cats will move it around, look for the open player. There's Bond for 3. The shot is off the mark, rebounded by Washington. She goes up, makes it, count it. Jazzy with the first 2 points of the contest. The Lady Bulldogs will bring it down. The Harris sisters in there. Makes it easy when you've got 2 Harris sisters.
Yes, it does. Makes it real easy.
Yeah, move it around to Berg.
This Carl Junction team is in that half motion offense over there on the other side. There we're going to see if they can pass the ball as many times as the Cats, and there is a double dribble.
Well, the Cats are in their zone defense, and they did very well the other evening against Monette. So Coach Cheney says, why not? Let's try it again tonight.
The double dribble was on Howard. The ball was brought in.
And ball thrown out of bounds by Jazzy Washington, trying to find the open player, Aspen Drake. Aspen's she's going to be a good player. She gets a little more mature, and seeing varsity action at a young age, I know it's still a little nerve-wracking, but she has played some good ball games so far this season. Berge with the ball. She'll pass it back out. Got Howard in there into Washington. Back out. They lose control. It goes out of bounds. Turnover. Neosho ball.
Well, Carl Junction looked at their junior varsity and said, hey, if that full court press can work for them, it'll work for us too.
Haley Smith into the ball game for Aspen Drake. And Carl Junction, as expected, they're using the press. They need to get it across. Oh, they lose it. Jazzy Washington with the steal. Williams, I should say, with the steal. Neosho gets it back. They had a bad pass down in the middle. Becklin Garrett drives. Shot no good. The shot by Journey Arnold.
She used her height in order to pick that one up. It just would not go, but that's what we've got to have from her. We've got to have her on the inside and get up and get the ball.
And Williams, the shot no good. Layup wouldn't go. Rebounded by Jazzy. They'll toss it down to Journey. And back out. And Jazzy, drops it in. Jazzy Washington for 2 more. It's 4-0 Neosho. 5:50 to go here in the opening period. Like we said, a rebuilding year for the Lady Bulldogs. Williams has been the mainstay. This is her 4th season to start. And the long shot from the corner, it's good by number 15, Dempsey Harris.
Number 15, Dempsey Harris. And just that quickly, they are back in the ball game.
And a steal. That press is causing some problems for the Cats. And the shot no good. Harris tried to make it go. It was just a little 15-foot jumper. Wouldn't go. Knocked out of bounds. 4-3 Neosho. 5:20 to go here in the first period. Cats just trying to get it. And there's Becklin comes up with a loose ball.
Well, I tell you, the Cats are going to have to be on their game. They cannot telegraph those passes like that because Carl Junction is going to step right in the middle of the lane and pull it off.
Carl is very quick. Smith and a tie-up.
And tie-up is going to be with Carl Junction.
4-3 to Neosho early in this ball game. Lady Bulldogs will drive. And the little shot is, oh, it's good for three.
Ball.
Number 15 does it again. 6-4. Carl Junction, their first lead in the ball game. They make it across the mid-court. The ball knocked away.
It's a jump ball, and this time the possession arrow goes to Neosho.
John, it's kind of like an octopus out there. Hands are flapping and knocking the ball every which way, and just when you think one team has it, it gets slapped and knocked out of their hands. Neosho ball. Becklin Garrett, who had 24 points the other night. She needs to have a good evening. Here's what, Jazzy. Oh, shot is good. Jazzy has 6 points. It's tied up now at 6 apiece. 4:15 to go.
Nice job by Arnold that time of blocking that shot. She's going to pick up a foul there.
And Berge shot won't go, but she's fouled as she goes up. She'll go to the line for 2.
That's Neosho's first team foul, and that's the first one on Journey Arnold.
Journey had only 2 points the other night against Monette, but she had a great defensive game. And the shot for Berge, first attempt is good. Carl Junction with the lead, 7-6. Let's put it down here. And the second shot won't go.
Garrett with the rebound.
And it's knocked out of bounds.
I tell you what, Carl Junction is going to do their very best to fluster our little freshman Bond, and they're going to put the trap on her right over there in that far corner. So we've got to adjust and be able to break the press some other way.
And a good steal by Jazzy. You're right, John. Jolie is very aggressive, but when you're 5'2", 5'3", it makes a difference even against somebody who's 5'8", 5'9".
Becklin had the open three that time and chose not to take it.
And they'll move it back out. The pass inside to Jazzy. Oh, shot won't go. It's rebounded by number 4, Delaney Harris.
And Neosho's ball.
Knocked out of bounds by the Lady Bulldogs. Carl Junction up 7-6 with 3:32 to go in this first period.
Drake and Burkhart into the ball game for the Cats.
Shot by Jazzy won't go. There's a tie-up. It should stay. No, it's going to go the other way.
That's right.
Carl Junction will throw it in. They get it down just in time. Harris over to Berge. The shot, long three. It's no good. Rebounded by Jazzy. They back off on defense. Becklin at the top of the key, and she's fouled.
Number 21.
That's Berge. That's her first personal tonight.
Each team has one team foul now.
Very fast-paced first quarter between these two fine teams. Becklin won't go. The shot won't go. No, oh, put back won't go either. Drake in the ball game. I thought for sure she had that one.
Yeah, the ball just kind of rolled around, just would not take a bounce for the Cats. But it will. We keep putting it up like that, putting it up like that.
Good hustle by Miss Drake. Harris will move it around. At the long shot, number 2 into the ball game. That's Holcutt. Jazzy Holcutt, she sees some action from time to time. Here's another three. The shot won't go. It's rebounded by, it'll be Neosho ball. Last touched by the Bulldogs. Good hustle by Aspen Drake.
Yeah, she had that ball and had it taken away from her. And Okay, we're going to change around just a little bit. We're going to try something else at this to break this press.
They get it in. Becklin trying to find the open player. They do. Jazz will get across the line. Find somebody down low. The shot is good by Journey Arnold. Her first 2 points of the ball game.
You know, one of the keys to the Cats was to get her into scoring, get her to pick up some little bit of confidence around the bucket, and that's just exactly what happened.
A long three by Berge. The shot is off the mark. It won't go. Number 33 puts it in. That's Howard. It's a Carl Junction lead, 9-8. Pressure's on. Well, loose ball. Berge comes up with the ball. They'll send it over to Howard. It's no good. Williams kicks it back out. Howard's going to drive. And the shot no good. She's fouled. She's hacked. It looks like it may be against Jazzy.
Yeah, it's going to be against Jazz.
Foul called on Jasmine Washington.
Number 33, Jaden Howard, a junior, goes to the line for the Lady Bulldogs. And the first shot is good. Hayden Smith back into the ball game. Aspen Drake will take a breather.
Minute 54, the Cats are down by 2, 10-8 in the first quarter in Carl Junction.
Second shot, no good. She gets her own rebound. They'll kick it around. Holcott for three from the top of the key. It's in there and good. 13-8. Bulldogs on top. Cats on the move. The drive to the basket. Good clean block there. Jazzy was going in for an easy layup. Holcott. And the ball was kicked by Jazzy. Aspen will come back in. Smith will set down for the Cats. Howard will toss it in. Back to Harris and around the horn. Holcott still in the ball game for the Bulldogs. And it's kicked out of bounds.
White's ball, but great defensive job that time by Jasmine Washington as she had the position on the big girl on the inside and was able to at least knock that ball out of bounds.
Bulldogs finding a tough time to get somebody to open, and there's one there from Berge.
Number 21 is
She has 4 points. It's now 16-8. Bulldogs opening up a bigger lead. This is the largest lead of the evening. Becklin at the midcourt. She gets it across the line. Bulldogs back off on defense. They'll toss it around. Aspen Drake goes up. Oh, that's the second time tonight. Can't find the bottom of the basket. Rolls around and pops back out. Holcott for three. Oh,
she doesn't miss, does she?
No, she doesn't. It's 19-8. We're down to 15 seconds to go in this first period. That full court press has caused some problems. There's another loose ball, and Becklin has it. They call a timeout on the floor. It's 19-8 with 6 seconds left to go in this first period.
Looks like it's going to be a full timeout, Sam. Let's take a timeout, and we'll be right back after this. You're watching the
locally owned, operated, and here for you. Check out the new face of the Neosho Daily News, covering Newton County, highlighting area residents, businesses, school news, sports, and more. Find us on Facebook at Neosho Daily News or call 417-451-1520. Go get 'em, Wildcats.
Every team knows that the two-point play can be a winning move. State Farm agent Eric Norris and his team are here to help you go for two by combining your home and auto insurance. It's a great call and saves you time and money. So go for the win and score big savings by combining your home and auto. It's just another way to help life go right. Call State Farm agent Eric Norris at 417-451-6666 for more information. And go Wildcats!
Welcome back to Bulldog Gymnasium. Cats are down by a score of 19-8. There's 5 seconds left. The Cats are not being able to get the ball back through the press, and
Howard puts it in. John, they've gone on a like 12-0 run here to finish the end of the first quarter. It's 21-8 at the end of one. Let's take another quick timeout and return on the KNEO Wildcat Sports Network.
Crowder College, your future, our focus. At Crowder College, we have 6 convenient locations in Southwest Missouri and online programs to fit your needs. Flexible scheduling provides a pathway to a career or the opportunity to transfer to a 4-year university in a variety of programs. Cheer for the Rough Riders at athletic events. Use the Missouri A+ Scholarship Program for free tuition and common fees. At Crowder College, your future is our focus. Apply today at crowder.edu.
welcome back to Carl Junction, Missouri. We're getting ready to start the second quarter of play. Jim, the Cats were right up with them until Miss Holcott got in the ball game, and she hit three balls from the top of the key, and she's just a sophomore.
She is. Too many turnovers, the full court press causing some problems for the Lady Cats, and we knew that was coming. And, if you watch tapes or films of previous meetings between these two teams, you know what to expect because they run that press to perfection. Caused a lot of problems for the Lady Cats. They were up 8-7, and since that time they've taken off. It's 21-8 as we start the second period tonight. Lady Cats will toss it in on the far side. On the out of bounds, they'll throw it into Jazzy. We need some, and the ball, loose ball. It's knocked out of bounds. It'll go over, another turnover. Ball goes back to the Lady Bulldogs.
Nice hustle by Becklin that time, but it was for naught. It made it a close play.
Holcott will bring it down across the mid-court line. Cats still in their zone defense. Number 30 for the three. Shot won't go. Williams tries to make it go. Another shot. Number 22 into the ball game. That's Ellison.
Well, Jazzy had blocked that time, but it went right to Ellison, and she put it up. We just can't seem to make it work. And there it goes all the way down, a home run ball, and
it's a loose ball. Drake couldn't find the handle.
No, but
Becklin trying to.
It certainly worked, didn't it?
It looked good, and Becklin had a nice long throw, but Aspen couldn't find the handle. Loses the ball out of bounds. Bulldog basketball. Williams will bring it down to Holcott. Berge in there. Pass inside to Williams. The shot is up and good. First 2 points for Desi tonight. It's 25-8. Carl Junction.
Becklin's just going to bring it down by herself, and she's not going. She's smart enough to stay away from that triple trap right there and get the ball loose.
A little pushing and shoving going on. I'm surprised no foul. There's good put back by Aspen. Her first 2 points tonight. It's 25-10. Carl Junction's they love the fast ball game. Shot won't go. It's rebounded by Journey Arnold. Journey Burkhardt into the ball game for the Cats. Backlands across midcourt. They'll move it around. Aspen fell down.
Yeah.
Loose ball. Bulldogs will have it. Oh, nice steal by Journey Arnold. Good heads-up play. Jazzy going to drive it down. And the shot won't go. She gets the rebound, and then she puts it back. Jazzy has 8 points so far, 25-12. Oh, another takeaway intended for Berge. She wasn't watching. Jazzy will go down, and she's fouled as she goes up.
Yeah, that's a foul on Williams.
Jazzy will go to the line for two. It's 25-12, 5:43 left in the second period. Got a timeout on the floor. They're talking some things over right now.
Looks like it's going to be a 30-second timeout, so we'll just hang on to it right here.
We can do that.
We are certainly grateful for a lot of our sponsors, and we will tell you who some of them are here in just a minute. People's Bank of Seneca, of course, Freeman Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, Missouri Southern State University, Happy Egg, Compton CPA, First Community Bank, and Specialty Risk all bring you the ball game. Of course, we want you to stay tuned for the post-game coach's interview, which is being brought to you by Arvest Bank in Neosho.
Good crowd on hand tonight. It's always good to have you with us whenever you can join us here on the KNEO Sports Network for Wildcat basketball. It's always even better to come out and support these young folks. They always appreciate that. It's always better to play in front of a packed house, John, instead of just a handful of people.
Yeah, it most definitely is, and I'll tell you, these Lady Cats have got nothing right now. They couldn't break the press to begin with, but they're starting to break it a little bit, and we just hope that they haven't dug enough of a hole that is going to cause them an issue down the road.
Jazzy misses her first of 2 attempts from the charity stripe, and her second shot is up. It is good. Jazzy with 9 points, 25-13, 5:40 to go in the second quarter. Holcutt with the ball, taken away by Becklin. It's knocked out of bounds. It'll stay with Neosho. Good hustle by Becklin.
Becklin's been rather quiet. We need to get her into the scoring end of things.
The ball overthrown for Jazzy. She's a tall young lady, but not that tall. Harris drives to the basket. She'll back off, being guarded by Arnold. It's blocked. The shot is blocked. Good hustle by Jolie Bond. Here comes Smith. And a nice play by Haley Smith for 2.
Well, it was a nice job by Jasmine, Jolie, and Smith.
Cutting that lead. We're just down by 10. It's 25-15. Right at 5 minutes left in the second period. Holcutt going to drive to the basket. The shot is up. It drops. She has 8 points tonight. 27-15, 12-point advantage for Carl Junction.
I'm surprised Carl Junction's kind of fallen back into their defense. There's a ball that's going to be backcourted, I believe.
And Williams comes up with a loose ball, and she won't go. She gets another attempt. It won't go. It won't go 3 times. And back off, they get the rebound. Holcutt for 3. The shot is off the mark. There's 4 times. They have missed from the basket. Here's Holcutt again.
Let her shoot it again.
And Harris going to shoot. It won't go 5 times. Cats unable to get the rebound.
Yeah, Haley Smith that time did a yeoman's job of just stopping that. They had like 5 rebounds in a row.
They'll take another timeout on the floor.
Coach, a full timeout, so we'll take a timeout. We'll be right back with you after this.
Financial investments are very important, but so are the investments of time, patience, and encouragement our young athletes receive from their coaches, teachers, and mentors. Joe Ringstaff, your Neosho Edward Jones financial advisor, understands this. That's why Joe Ringstaff is a proud sponsor of the Neosho Wildcats on KNEO. For all your investment needs, call 417-451-7789 or stop by the office at 2502 Lusk Drive, Suite D in Neosho. Edward Jones, making sense of investing. Member SIPC.
This is Pastor Barry Reel from the First Free Will Baptist Church of Neosho. Though our culture seems to be rejecting the idea of truth, we remain committed to obeying God's Word by speaking the truth in love. We would love to share God's truth and love with you. We're located at 960 Burr Crossing Road in Neosho, and we meet on Sunday mornings at 10:45 a.m. and then again on Sunday and Wednesday nights at 6 p.m. Find us on Facebook at First Free Will Baptist Neosho or call 918-413-5465.
Welcome back to Carl Junction, Missouri. It looks like Carl Junction is going to be triggering the ball in underneath. And with the play-by-play, here's Jim.
27-15, our score. Bulldogs on top. The long shot from 3-point range won't go. From Ellison, she tried the attempt. Whoa.
Yeah, we got a jump ball now.
Jazzy was using elbow. She accidentally hit Becklin.
Yeah.
Kind of scared her.
Yeah, but I tell you what, I think Jazzy decided that 5-rebound misfit's got to stop.
Good.
Nice job by Becklin that time. Unfortunately, she got it out to the wrong person.
Ellison puts it back in, and 29-15. 3:45 to go in this second period. Burkhardt into the game for the Cats. They'll move it around. Doing a good job of that. Inside to Smith. No one there. There's a foul. She was hacked as she turned around to try to throw it to someone.
Looks like that's going to be on number 33. That's her first. And that will be their second team foul. Cats have got no team fouls. There's 3 minutes and 31 seconds left in the half.
Williams comes out of the ball game for the Bulldogs. Oh, nice put back by Jazzy.
And it couldn't have been worked out any better. That was almost an offensive line job. There was a line in front of her, and all she had to do was put it up.
Harris for a long three. Shot is off the mark. It's rebounded by Ellison. Shot won't go. And they'll kick it out. Bulldogs with the ball. John, they're just getting too many attempts. There's another long three. It won't go. That's 4 times.
Becklin gets that one. She says this nonsense has got to stop.
The long pass. And they're going to fight for it. It'll come up with... I'm glad we're streaming this. They're going too fast to even call who has possession. Cats have the ball. Throws it over to Arnold. Back out to Becklin. Into Smith. Out to Burkhardt for 3. Yes.
Makes it.
Good shot. For 2. They gave her just 2 on that. 29-19. Good hustle that time by the Cats.
Well, the Cats showed that they have what they can do when it comes time to hang on to the ball.
Dempsey Harris for 2, 31-19. They back off on defense. Cats are happy about that. They've had enough of that press tonight. Oh, good pass by Becklin. The shot.
And there's a foul, and it's good.
And count it. Journey Arnold for 2, and she's hacked on the way to the basket. Good pass from Becklin, down low. 2:06 to go in the second period. Journey Arnold at the line. We're down 31-21. Journey has 4 points tonight. And her first shot is off the mark. No good. Williams comes up with a rebound. Quickly across midcourt. Ball knocked away. Let's go back the other way to Jazzy. She goes up, and the shot is no good.
She just took that ball back away, up to Smith. She's up with it.
It won't go.
Yeah, they're saying she stepped out of bounds. So Washington steps out of bounds, trying to get the ball back in.
Good hustle by the Cats to slap that ball away from Williams. A long 3. It's off the mark. No good. Harris, or I should say Smith with the rebound.
Kaylee Smith, nice job she's showing a lot of hustle tonight. She's working at it.
Journey Burkhardt back to Smith. They'll just move it around down low to Journey Arnold. Put it in. She does. Good game for Journey tonight. She has 6 points, 31-23. John, we're just down by 8. We can hold them off here before halftime. Oh, nice steal by Journey Burkhardt.
Yes, it was. We've got too many Journeys, don't we?
Yeah, we do. Down low to Becklin. She loses control. Holcutt comes up with a loose ball.
Yeah, once again, Arnold was wide open down under the bucket.
45 seconds left in the half. Bulldogs taking their time. They'll throw it in. The long 3 coming. It's off the mark. Rebounded by Smith. Harris tried the 3 from downtown. Watch out, Becklin. They're right behind you. And there's a foul. Foul on the floor.
It's going to be a foul on number 2.
That's Holcutt. That's her second foul tonight.
And that is the 4th team foul. So Burkhardt out and Drake in.
Drake checks in for Smith.
Coach Cheney using his bench tonight.
I'd say the Cats are going to go for 1.
Down to 20, the long shot. Oh, won't go, a long 3. Another shot won't go. Williams comes up with a rebound.
Oh, she walked.
And she walked.
Ball, yes.
She was looking down court, and she just took an extra stutter step. That was number 4, Delaney Harris.
Well, the Cats have got 10.46 seconds in order to make another basket to draw us even closer.
If they can get in there, down to 7 seconds. Oh, nice play by Becklin. That's her first 2 points of the contest. We're down to a second. Shot no good. It's halftime, and the Cats came clawing back. Had a great second quarter in this ball game. 31-25, Carl Junction at the half. Let's take a break and return on the KNEO Wildcat Sports Network.
Family Market, located at 201 North Neosho Boulevard, is your friendly hometown grocery store with delicious deli and the best selection of fresh meats and beautiful produce. Family Market can also take care of all your catering needs. Whether your upcoming event is big or small, Family Market can handle it all. Call 451-0057. That's 451-0057. Check out the Family Market Facebook page for weekly specials. Go Wildcats from Family Market of Neosho.
I'm a Missouri Farm Bureau insurance agent. I'm for working hard for what you get and then protecting what you've got. Your home, your vehicles, your life. I'm for making an honest living and taking pride in what you do, and for giving back to the community I call home. I'm for serving my clients with the respect and dignity you would expect from the farmers that started this company. And though I know you probably hope you never need me, I'm here for you when you do. I'm a Missouri Farm Bureau insurance agent, and if you're a Missourian, I'm for you.
I am Josh Dotson with Missouri Farm Bureau Insurance Services. If you're in Missouri, I'm for you.
Financial investments are very important, but so are the investments of time, patience, and encouragement our young athletes.
We all have those days where we don't want to get up. But when we have true discipline and choose to rise up, we become the best version of ourselves. To start your journey today, visit risefitnesscenter.com.
As the year comes to a close, it's time for one of the area's most exciting traditions, the Neosho Holiday Classic, brought to you by Brentco Enterprises Incorporated. Join us this December 26th, 27th, and 28th for 3 days of nonstop basketball action. Boys will battle it out at Neosho High School, while the girls will heat up the court at Neosho Junior High. Catch all the games you want for just $10 per day, or grab a 3-day pass for $25. Kids 10 and under are free. Stream select games live at kneo.org.
Welcome back to Carl Junction, Missouri, and the Neosho Wildcats outplayed Carl Junction that second quarter, Jim.
That they did. Neosho outscored them 17-10. It was 21-8 at the end of the first period, but the Bulldogs are just hanging on to a 6-point advantage. Score at halftime, 31-25 in favor of Carl Junction. Let's run down the scoring for the Cats tonight. Journey Burkhart came in off the bench, has 2 points. Aspen Drake has 2. Jazzy Washington is leading the team. She has 11. Becklin Garrett with 2. Journey Arnold with 6. And Haley Smith came off the bench. She has 2. On the other hand, the Lady Bulldogs have kind of spread the wealth around with 31 points. Desi Williams has 2. Jazzy Holcutt came off the bench, has a couple of threes. She has 9 points. The other starters, number 15, Dempsey Harris, she has 8 points. Deshae Berge has 4. Kenna Ellison off the bench with 4. And Jaden Howard, one of the other starters, has 5 points. So they've spread it around a little bit, but they went on a tear. They had like a 12-0 run early. The Cats, or the Bulldogs did at the end of that first period, and they widened the lead, but the Cats came clawing back, and I liked how the Cats played, John. They were aggressive with that ball. They kind of sparkled a little bit out there, you might say, but to get back in the ball game, they're down just by 6 here at the halfway mark.
Well, I tell you what, in light of the fact that we saw Carl Junction down here get 6 rebounds in a row, there were some girls that came out after that determined that was not going to happen again. Becklin Garrett being one of them, Jazzy Washington being the other, and Haley Smith, and they just buckled down and they got the rebounds. Now, right now, as far as rebounding is concerned, Jazzy's got 4. Becklin Garrett has 2. Journey Arnold has 3, but she's in. The most important thing about Journey is she's back in the scoring area, and that's what we said we needed. Desi Williams has 4 for Coach Ryan Aldoff's team. And other than that, Dempsey has a couple, Berge has a couple, Howard has 3, but Jim, there's only been 5 free throw shots during the whole first half.
That's true, and those have been mostly from getting hacked or in the act of shooting, and neither team has been in foul trouble. Or you've got to have 5 fouls before you go to the line, and there's no more one-on-one free throws in basketball anymore. In the Show Me State, they stopped that. That was a rule change from last season that carried over to this year. 31-25 is our score. And, John, we will be on the road again tomorrow night. I invite you to come join us or tune in on the network at kneo.org. Very easy to do. We'll be in Monette for the boys' game. That action, I think, is scheduled for around 7 o'clock tomorrow night.
Right.
They'll have freshman game and then JV and the boys around 7 o'clock. And then on Friday night, we're back home, the friendly confines of the Wildcat Arena, the field house, whatever you want to call it. Beautiful facility. And the Seneca Indians come to town. Seneca has yet to really play much basketball this year since they went deep and they are state runner-ups in high school football. So they're just getting their feet wet, per se, out on the hardwoods. But we'll have all that action for you on Friday night, and that'll be it until we have the holiday tournament coming up a week from Thursday.
Yeah, most definitely will, but I will tell you what, Friday night, and I don't think this is something that anybody would say badly about us, marks the return of Tyrone Harris over for the Seneca Indians. Tyrone was quite a three-sport athlete for Neosho for a period of time, and his parents moved, causing him to go to Seneca, and he's certainly found his own as far as Seneca is concerned. Coach Skip Brock over there, who has been around for a long, long time, sees that Tyrone had a great, great summer, and he's looking for great things to come from him.
And it should be a good ball game, good matchup. That'll be on Friday night of this week. It's a little over 3 minutes, and we're about ready for the second half toss-in. It's a little after 7 o'clock. It's been a fast ball game, started around 6:30. The JV action tonight, Carl Junction Lady Bulldogs defeated our Lady Cats by the score of 50-13. They gave it an all-out effort, but just outgunned, and the press causing some problems. You know, John, in the first quarter, Lady Bulldogs tonight on this varsity action, they used that full court press just about every time. It was working well, creating some turnovers. Then in the second quarter, they just kind of backed off, and that's how the Cats were able to claw their way back into this ball game.
Well, the Cats made a couple of adjustments, and if you saw in that full court press, and that got Jazz Washington wide open, and there wasn't a whole lot they could do about it. She had the chance to go to the bucket, and she made the point, so that may have caused Carl Junction to back off. I don't know, but anyway, at this point, the Cats have made the adjustments they need to make. I'd kind of like to see the full court press back again, just so the Cats can show that they can break it.
They have the players to do so. They did a good job against Monette the other night, and but Monette's just not as aggressive as what this Carl Junction team is tonight. 2 players that really stand out in my mind. Of course, Desi Williams runs things. Deshae Berge also has had a great game. But you add in Jazzy Holcutt, comes in with 9 points off the bench to lead the scoring for the Bulldogs. She loves to shoot the 3, and you can't leave her alone. She loves to shoot it from right at the top of the key.
She does. She sure does.
We're about ready for second half action here tonight. A minute and a half away. Cats are down by 6. It's Carl Junction 31, Neosho 25.
Well, we're going to take time out, but first let's thank some more of our sponsors. Let's thank Joe Ringstaff. He's your financial agent at Edward Jones. Eric Norris, who is good enough to bring you keys to the Cat. He's your State Farm agent in Neosho. Family Market, First Free Will Baptist Church. Josh Dodson, the Farm Bureau agent. Branco Holiday Tournament, which is what we'll be coming up with the day after Christmas. Excited for that because that'll be some great, great basketball. Insurance Benefit Consultants of Neosho, Tally Tire, and the law offices of Woods and Peterson.
We're ready for action, as always. Good to have you with us tonight. Good crowd on hand in Carl Junction. They love to come out and support their athletic programs. And just like We always have a lot of Neosho faithful here as well. They love to travel and support the Lady Cats for both the girls and the boys.
Speaking of cats, it's all Wildcats all the time. Check out your Neosho KNEO dedicated video portal on kneo.org. It's a site dedicated completely to your Neosho Wildcats. Watch the games live and see the upcoming games scheduled on the Neosho Wildcats portal at www.kneo.org.
John, what are the Cats going to have to do in the second half? They need a good start, we know that, and they're only down by 6. That's better than they were down as much as 15, 16 points earlier when they started the second quarter of action.
Well, I think we've got to dig down and we've got to realize that we won the second quarter. Let's win a quarter at a time. We win the third quarter, and then the fourth quarter's up for grabs. Let's concentrate on making sure that we win that next quarter.
It's so important. We're ready for action. The Cats toss it in. Bond will hand it off to Becklin Garrett at the top of the key, guarding by Berge. A lot of these young ladies have played together even in summer ball. Pass inside to Journey. It's taken away by Williams. The pass was intended for Becklin.
That little give and go play will work. It just didn't happen to work that time. Let's go back and do it again.
Good hustle by the Cats. The long three by Harris didn't fall. Cats come up with a loose ball. Bond will have it. She's working the top of the key with Becklin. Bond, you can't leave her alone because she loves to shoot the three. The long three by Becklin, no good, but she's fouled.
She's going to go to the line and shoot three.
She was hacked on the arm. It will be 3. You're right. Becklin tonight has 2 points. She came off a 24-point game the other night against Monette. That's her career high.
First one's up, and it's good.
She is almost like clockwork. 31-26, down by 5. Second shot. Oh, perfect by Becklin. And she gets one more. She was shooting 3. This third one, no, nice one. Becklin with 5. We're down by 3, John. 31-28. Good start for the Lady Cats here in the third period. Williams is going to drive to the basket, back out to Harris. The long 3, it's in and out, no good. Rebounded by Journey Arnold. And Jazzy has the ball. She'll wait for a guard to come up and tossed. Oh, poor Jolie. She threw it to the wrong player.
That's a foul. It's going to be on Becklin, but that was a good foul, no doubt about it. Let's make her go to the line and shoot.
Number 21,
Berge will be at the line. She has 4 points in the contest. She's been a starter for a couple of years. And her first shot is good. 6:50 to go, 32-28. Carl Junction. And the second shot by Berge is also good. 33-28. And Becklin wisely calls timeout. You're right, couldn't find a player that was open. Otherwise, it would have been another turnover.
Yeah, it's going to be a 30-second timeout. So
30-second timeout.
we want to thank a few more of our sponsors tonight. We want to thank Branco, who is the presenting sponsor for the holiday tournament, Rise Fitness Center, Edgewood Bowl, Big Nickel, Insurance Benefit Consultants of Neosho, Newmac, Sports Locker, and McKay Quality Roofing. Go by and tell those folks thank you so much, because if it wasn't for them, we wouldn't be here and you wouldn't be there.
And, of course, we invite you to shop local this year. You know, Christmas just a few days away. And you can always tell Santa what you want. You can probably find it in Neosho or Newton County.
I bet you probably can. Well, the Cats are going to come back, and we're going to try this over again. Journey Arnold is going to throw the ball in.
And we're ready for action. The press is back. That's caused some trouble. Becklin is hanging on. She drives to the basket. Oh, it won't fall.
But that's a foul, and she'll go to the line and shoot 2.
She'll keep us close. She'll do her best. Becklin tonight has 5 points.
That is the...
She's made one field goal and 3 charity line throws. Oh, there's another nice one. Count it.
Well, that is the second team foul for Carl Junction and the first foul for Harris.
And the second attempt is up. It's good. She's perfect from the line tonight. 33-30. Carl on top. 6:35 to go in this third period. Cats are in zone, but playing very closely. Berge for 3. Shot no good. Loose ball. Berge comes up with it. A nice throw. The thrush. Oh, count it, number 15. Dempsey Harris, she has 11 points, 36-30. Cats need to get it down the court. Becklin gets it across the midcourt stripe. Being guarded closely by Berge.
This is going to be quite a battle. It has been already, and there's a foul.
Yeah, a
That's
little
a
push.
timeout called. No, there's timeout called by Tyler Cheney. Berge is quite a defender, and Becklin is quite a ball handler, so we've enjoyed that confrontation so far for a half of basketball, and it came to literally the middle of the court that time.
Full timeout. The cheerleaders come out. John, you remember in high school, we only had 5 cheerleaders.
Oh, yeah.
Now, you look at Carl Junction, I asked Sam to count how many cheerleaders. I bet they have 25 cheerleaders. And we brought most of ours, and we've got 10 or 11 out there.
We sure do. Hey, everybody at the Neosho Daily News wants to wish the Wildcats the very best of luck. To keep up with the latest Neosho broadcast, the ball game schedules, be sure and like us on Facebook at facebook.com/KNEO Radio. Follow us on Twitter, or what's now called X, at KNEO-917 Sports, or download the KNEO iPhone or Android phone app. You can also watch all of the ball games, all of the broadcast on the inside of those apps. Download the KNEO iPhone or Android app today.
Both teams in the third period have scored 5 points, and just kind of trading baskets right now. Still a 6-point advantage for the Lady Bulldogs. Cats with the ball. Down in the corners, Journey Arnold. She drives, trying to find somebody, overthrows. Berge comes up with a loose ball. The drive to the basket. Count it. It's good.
Carl Junction has 25 cheerleaders.
25 cheerleaders. We knew Sam.
Wow.
Sam would know that.
Yeah, wouldn't he?
Yeah.
They toss it into Becklin. Cats need to be careful. They can't afford to make mistakes.
Got to get down across the timeline.
And they do. Arnold down in the corner with the ball.
You know, the Cats have thrown the ball away some, but I think that's all in that maturation process. And we're doing a good job of moving the ball against a pretty good ball club, to be honest with you. And
loose
just
ball.
a matter of a mistake here and there.
Howard comes up with a loose ball, hands it off to Williams. The toss, and it's good. Desi with 4 points tonight. It's now a 10-point advantage again, quickly. Becklin's going to bring it down. Stay out of her way. Jazzy drives to the basket. The shot is up. It won't go. Rebounded by Williams. Let's go back the other way. Carl's ball. Back out to Harris for 3. The shot is good. She's hot. Dempsey Harris. Give her 14 points. 43-30. John, this is something you don't want to happen. We were down just by 3 points.
There's going to be a foul. That time it's on Harris. No, we do not. We're digging ourselves into a hole. It took us a whole quarter to dig out of it a while ago. We want to see if we can't keep from that happening. There's still 4 minutes and 13 seconds left in this quarter.
A lot of time left. Loose ball. Howard with a steal. The drive to the basket, kicks it back out. Another long 3 by, it's no good. Williams comes up with a rebound. She gets her own rebound. She's fouled, and the shot is good.
That's going to be on Drake.
45-30. Williams goes to the line for one.
Foul's called on number 3, Burkhart.
Oh, they called that on Burkhart. I'm sorry.
And shot no good. John, the Bulldogs are on our 12-0 run. Cats were within 3 this period. And they lose it out of, oh, they hang on. That pressure getting to the Lady Cats tonight.
They did a good job of breaking it that time, but Carl done a great job of, and that'll go to the Cats. Carl doing a great job of the trap.
Number 2,
They had Burkhart, and she very wisely kicked the ball off of one of their legs out of bounds.
I'm just watching Journey Burkhart getting a little upset with the defense there. They're giving her a hard time. Pass over, it's knocked out of bounds. Oh, they get the rebound. That's number 4, Delaney Harris. And a travel.
So the Cats will get the ball back.
3:26 left in this third period. Cats are down by 15. It's 45-30. Moments ago, they were down just 33-30.
Well, that play could very well have worked, but were not for a heads-up play by the Carl Junction Bulldogs that time.
Cats need just a basket. They're not in desperation mode. The 3 from Burkhart, it's off the mark. It goes out of bounds. Let's go back the other way. Journey Arnold coming back into the game for the Cats. Aspen Drake will set for a little while.
Yeah, that was not really a good shot by Burkhart that time. She wasn't even close, and the thing about it, she didn't have to shoot the ball. So
3 minutes to go in this third period. Williams, that ball's kicked around. She'll throw it back out to Harris. Shot is good. She is. Dempsey Harris with 17 points tonight. Cats need to watch out here. Jazzy drives the basket. Shot won't fall. Holcutt trying to come up with it. Burkhart will grab the loose ball. Beckland's going to drive. She goes up, and no foul. Good hustle by Beckland, but she knocks it out of bounds.
Well, that was a nice job by number 33, Howard, of disrupting Beckland going to the hole that time.
John, we're down. The Cats are down by 18. 2:20 to go in this third period. A long 3 from Williams. Won't go. Rebounded by Smith.
Tell you what, Haley Smith has come in and she is playing her heart out. She's getting the rebounds and she's getting the things done that Cats need to get done, and she's just not being intimidated by the Carl Junction Bulldogs.
Jazzy down low, and she overthrows Burkhart. Knocked out of bounds. 48-30, remains the same. Cats have only scored 5 points. They've been outscored 17-5, John, this third period. It's kind of a backbreaker right now.
Yeah, a minute 47 seconds left. Cats are going to have to do something really special in the fourth quarter if we feel like we're going to win this ball game.
Holcutt is going to drive, kicks it back out. Shot no good, rebounded by Jazzy. Good play. And there's a couple of ladies knocked on the floor. Beckland still down. She's hobbling around. I know she's sore. The drive to the basket. Shot won't go, a little too hard.
I don't know what she's trying to do, but she is really pushing it.
And Holcutt with the basket.
And a nice job by Washington to see that Holcutt was wide open and got the ball into her.
They need a timeout to get Beckland attended to. She's Holcutt again. They're scoring faster than I can write them down, John.
There's a foul. It's going to be on number 22.
52-30. They've outscored us 21-5 this third period. They've opened this ball game up. Shirley Bond back in the game for the Cats.
Yeah, Beckland's going to take a breather.
They get it across the line. Another loose ball. Burkhardt into, oh, I thought Harris would, or Smith would get it.
Brittany Arnold got blocked that time by number 15.
She pops the three. Oh, she's just unbelievable, Dempsey Harris. She has 20 points tonight, 55-30.
Yeah, there's a foul, and that's going to be on number 2.
I keep thinking number 5 was Haley Smith. I keep thinking of Rain Harris, who used to play for us.
Yes, she did.
Number 11, Washington.
Jazzy at the line. She'll shoot 2. She has 11 points. Off the front of the rim, no good.
They've done a pretty nice job of containing her, and what has happened, Carl Junction has got us into their mode, playing their game.
Yeah, finally we get a point. 55-31. Bulldogs have taken commanding lead here in the third period to open this game up. And there's a illegal
traveling
procedure there. And
no, that's football.
Football.
This is traveling. We saw enough of those Sunday, didn't we?
Yes, we did. Smith going down, 4 seconds. She drives to the basket. The shot is it'll go. And that's the end of the third period. Our score, Carl Junction 55. Neosho 33. We'll take a timeout and return on the KNEO Wildcat Sports Network.
Today's Wildcat game is brought to you by Edgewood Bowling Center of Neosho, Missouri. Located at 2811 Gardner Edgewood Drive, they now have new synthetic lanes for adult and children bowling leagues and a smoke-free environment. They also have a certified pro shop and hosting for private parties. They offer Cosmic Glow Bowling on Fridays and Saturdays after 8 p.m. To learn more about Edgewood Bowling Center and their leagues for adults and children, the phone number is 417-451-4505.
KNEO would like to thank the Big Nickel for sponsoring this portion of broadcasting on 91.7 FM. The Big Nickel is an advertising shopper for thousands of different items, from automobiles and livestock to help wanted and real estate. It covers a 70-mile radius in the 4-state area and is available in area businesses each week. Located at 1931 East 20th Street, Suite 103 in Joplin, Missouri. Their telephone number is 417-624-4100.
Insurance Benefits Consultants now has 2 locations to serve you. They're located at 1009 South Neosho Boulevard in Neosho and at 701 Northwest McNelly Road in Bentonville, Arkansas. They are proud supporters of the KNEO and Neosho Wildcat Sports Network. They provide Medicare and Medicaid supplemental policies, as well as life, health, and group health insurance plans from companies like Allstate and Colonial. For more information, call 417-451-4244 or in Arkansas, 479-431-5226.
Fourth quarter action, 55-33. Carl Junction with the ball. Some new players in for the Lady Bulldogs. Big lead, number 0, Aubrey Sills into the game.
And she's a sophomore.
I'm sure we'll see a lot of JV players in off the bench to give them some experience. And the long 3 is no good, it's short. Arnold with the rebound. Jazzy comes up with it. She steps on the line. It's out of bounds. Another turnover. Now let's go back the other way. Cats haven't found an answer to break the press, and they've just been stressed this second half. We were outscored 24-8 in that third period. We were down by as little as 3 as we started the third period. The Lady Bulldogs have been on a tear since that time.
They have. There was a foul that time on Washington. That is her second foul.
They'll toss it around. The long 3 coming. Everybody wants some action. No good. They'll toss it down. Here comes Jazzy for, oh, the shot. Easy layup. It won't go. She misjudged the. They'll move it around. Some new players in there. Ellison back into the ball game for the Bulldogs. And it was tipped. No backcourt violation. Journey comes up with a loose ball. And ball knocked out of bounds. It'll stay with Neosho.
Yeah, Jazzy just keeps going on that fast break, and we just keep giving her opportunities. I'd like to see one of those guards. Let's see a Haley Smith on a fast break and give her a chance to see if she can get it in.
6.5 minutes to play in the ball game. Cats are down 55-33. Ball taken away. Loose ball by Ellison. She's going to go to the basket. She kicks back. Holcutt wants it. She'll drive, and it'll drop in. Holcutt has 14 points tonight. Dempsey Harris has 20. There's your 1-2 punch for the Lady Bulldogs. Jazzy drives to the basket. It won't go. And a couple of ladies fall to the floor.
And that's going to be a foul. Again, that's going to number 11. That's Washington. That's her third.
Journey Arnold going to sit down. I know she's tired. Desi Williams back in the ball game for the Bulldogs. Harris has 20. She has the ball right now. Everything she throws up, going for another three. It's off the mark. And she was pushed.
And that's going to be a foul on Washington. That's her fourth.
And
she's going to go to the...
No, it's
not. It's not a shooting foul.
I
so
thought it
was
would
on
be.
The floor.
5:50 to go in the ball game. Bulldogs with the basketball. 57-33. Move it around, and they can afford to take time off. There's Harris for three again. Count it. She has 23 points. 60-33. This second half, John, has been all Bulldogs.
Yeah, and it's been all basically three-point ball Bulldogs, too.
And the shot by Becklin won't go at halftime. Harris had 8 points. She has now 23. And I think all those shots in the second half have been three-pointers. She gives it off to Harris again. It's off the mark. So close.
Burkhart gets the rebound.
She's pinned in the corner. Taken away by Williams. She drives to the basket. The shot is good. Count it. She's fouled on the way up. 62-33.
And that's Becklin's second foul. That is the Neosho third team foul. 4 minutes and 48 seconds left in the ball game. That's up and good.
Desi with 9 points. And they finally back off. They lead by 30. 4:40 to go in the game. And looks like the JV's getting ready to come in, John, for the Bulldogs after the next timeout.
Yeah, ball to Williams over on the perimeter on the backside. There's a three ball that is up and good.
Number 33 is Howard. 66-33. They have doubled our score. Cats having a difficult time here in the second half. It's
You know, this is one of those situations where we have just got to calm down. We've got to pay attention to what's going on and do what we know we can do. But there's going to be a foul, and that one is going to be on Haley Smith.
Berge with a steal. She drives to the basket and is fouled. She's hacked.
Yeah, and I believe Coach Cheney is going to give some kids an opportunity to get some varsity time here.
Got to bring in the JV ladies. Better get your roster out, John. I don't have all them listed on my varsity list tonight.
Well, we've got a pretty good idea. There is Delilah Stevens has gone in, and Sadie Leach is in the ball game.
Yeah.
And number 33 for the Wildcats. And
Well, John, we have a running clock right now. And the shot no good. In and out, rebounded by the Cats.
Crandall got the ball in. She made the rebound. The ball's over to Jolie Bond. They tried to double team her, and there's going to be a foul called, and I believe that's going to be on number 31.
That's just hard to believe. It's their first team foul of the period.
That is Raylan Smith. She's a 5'7" sophomore. Sadie Leach is going to trigger the ball in from close to the scorer's table here. Jolie Bond will bring it down across the timeline.
Ball thrown out of bounds. It's another turnover. It'll go back to Carl Junction. Clock runs. Lady Bulldogs just taking their time in no hurry to let this clock run out. All the starters are out of the ball game for both teams. Cats have only scored, John, 8 points in the second half. Bulldogs just content with running the clock out.
Yeah, one of the Cats are going to face exactly this kind of competition at the holiday tournament. And I'm sure Coach Cheney is going to take some time to figure out exactly what we've got to do to get us to calm down, because we absolutely are just letting people walk over and run over us.
And another three by Carl Junction, 69-33.
Minute 31 left in the ball game. Ball goes over to Soule, and it's knocked out by number 30.
Number 42, Barr.
Bespart, or Besserat.
Soule gets the ball over to Delilah Stevens. She's going to come back across the timeline. And screen that time by Sadie, and there's up, and Crandall makes a couple for the Cats. So the Cats are up, down 39-69, less than a minute to play in the ball game.
Bulldogs just move it around a little bit. The long three, it's off the mark. And they throw it back up, no good.
Leach almost had the rebound that time. They're going to try another three ball. That one's up, and it's no good.
So close. Foul on the floor.
That foul's going to be on Sadie Leach. That'll be her first.
Not a shooting violation yet. And they're just going to let this clock run out. We're down to 20 seconds. And they'll stop the clock right now. Officials will. 69-35.
And we're going to shoot two. Well, there we go.
Clock
they
is
started the clock back again.
Clock is running. The Cats have only scored, John, 2 points in this fourth period. First shot is good. And we're down to 0.7 seconds. Second shot is also good.
You know, I tell you what, that little girl wanted to hurry up and shoot before the time ran out.
I know it.
Dribbled once and it was up and good.
Well, not what the Cats expected tonight. A very tough battle. And our final score, Carl Junction 70, Neosho Cats 35. We're going to take a timeout to return right after this on the KNEO Wildcat Sports Network.
Tally Tire at 18152 East Highway 86 is a proud supporter of local high school athletics. Tally Tire is your full-service car and truck headquarters. They carry name-brand tires such as Nexen, Mastercraft, and Uniroyal, ATC camper shells and bed covers, and do oil changes and tune-ups. Call Tally Tire today for all your automotive needs at 417-451-0457 or online at tallytire.com.
The law offices of Wood & Peterson is sponsoring this portion of Neosho Wildcat Athletics. Located at 217 South Lafayette, Neosho, and 431 Virginia Avenue in Joplin. They serve Southwest Missouri with personal claim representation. For more information, the phone number is 417-451-4141 or online at neoshoattorney.com. The law offices of Wood & Peterson are proud supporters of the Neosho Wildcats.
A proud supporter of local high school athletics is Numac Electric, Serving Newton and McDonald County, they provide power for area homes and businesses and want to wish all the athletes much success throughout the season. For online bill pay and account information, the website is newmac.com or 417-451-1515. Newmac Electric, proudly serving Newton and McDonald County, where their slogan is your touchstone energy partner.
The Sports Locker, located at 1206 Neosho Boulevard, Neosho, is a proud supporter and supplier of Neosho Wildcat Athletics. Open 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. Monday through Friday and 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. on Saturday. They carry all the biggest brands, including Under Armour, Nike, and Adidas sports apparel and equipment. Be sure to check out their Facebook page at Sports Locker Team Sales and Specials, or their number is 417-451-9300. Proud supporters of the Neosho Wildcats.
The Neosho R5 School District is committed to shaping the future, one student at a time. From academics to athletics, we empower our students to reach their full potential, installing values of hard work, teamwork, and integrity. We would like to thank you for tuning in to the broadcast today and cheering on our Wildcats. Our dedicated teachers, staff, and coaches work hand in hand to provide a well-rounded education that prepares students for success. Together, we're building a brighter tomorrow for our community. The Neosho R5 School District, where excellence thrives.
The Roper Kia 4-State Sports Report will provide up-to-the-minute scores and highlights from around the 4 states. With ultimate local coverage from all your favorite teams. The Roper Kia 4-State Sports Report, weeknights at 6 and 10 p.m.
You found it, the ultimate car wash. The one that leaves your vehicle looking brand new every single time. Do we have a prep team that pre-washes? You bet. Over 300 ports applying soap to your vehicle? Yes, sir. 40 high-pressure nozzles providing over 2,500 psi of pressure? Who wouldn't? Buff and dry features that dry your car along with combined 100 horsepower blowers? Try 150. Be careful, we might just blow you away.
Stay tuned for the post-game show, which is being brought to you by Arvest Bank. Jim, it wasn't exactly the second half that we'd envisioned for the Cats, was it?
No, it wasn't. The Cats were outscored 41-10 in the second half. We started third quarter action. We were down just by 3 points, and boy, the bottom fell out. Dempsey Harris had 23 points. She led all scores tonight for the Lady Bulldogs. Running down the scoring for the Cats tonight, Journey Burkhardt had 2, Aspen Drake had 2, Jazzy Washington led the team with 12, Becklin Garrett with 7, Journey Arnold had 6, Haley Smith had 4, and Crandall came in and loose ball, she put it up, and she had 2 points late in that ball game. For the Lady Bulldogs, they spread the wealth around. Aubrey Sills had 5, Desi Williams had 9, Josie Holcott had 14. A lot of threes tonight, John. I even lost count because everything they were throwing up in the second half seemed like it hit the bottom of the basket. Number 15, Dempsey Harris had 23. Deshae Berge had 8. Ellison had 4. And Howard, number 33, had 8 points for the Lady Bulldogs. Bulldogs improved their record to 4-4. Cats fall to 2-4, and their next action, I know, will be in the tournament. It looks like, John, coming up just a week from Thursday.
Yeah, it will. Hats off to the Lady Bulldogs from Carl Junction. As you said, they hit the 3 balls when just wouldn't look like they wouldn't go in at all, so they played really, really well. Takeaways for the Cats tonight is once you get down like that, you've got to be able to keep a calm head and control the ball. We unfortunately got into their mode of operation, which was not ours. They did a really nice job of making sure that we could not break the press, and I think that added to some of our frustration. And what we saw was frustration from some young kids that really want to play basketball and play hard, and I'm sure that Coach Tyler Cheney is going to spend the next little bit of time before between now and Christmas and before we come back in, and we're going to see a ball team that is going to be a lot more cool, a lot more calm, and a lot more collected.
They'll bounce back, and they'll be facing some tough competition in the Holiday Classic starting on December 26th. Nothing to be ashamed of. The second half was just too tough. The Cats won the second period. They outscored Carl Junction 17-10, but they were down at 6 at halftime, and they started off well. In the third period, they got as close as 3, and that's when the lights went off, and they just could not buy a basket. They only scored 8 points in the third and 2 points in that fourth period, and that was the late basket by Crandall coming in off the bench. That's hard to believe, but it seemed like, John, like you mentioned, too many loose balls, and Carl Junction, when they'd get out of the basket, they'd have 4 and 5 times that they would try to put it up, and we just couldn't get the rebounds. And you just can't win ball games that way. But that's the way it stands right now, 71-35. And the post-game show brought to you by, as we mentioned, the Bank of Arvest Bank of Neosho, where they believe in the power of serving others, from small business to agriculture. And whether you're looking for someone to help manage your mortgage or an expert in wealth management, they have you covered. You deserve a financial partner who cares and can help you reach your financial goals. Arvest Bank, always proud to call Neosho home.
Well, it looks like that the Cats are coming out a few at a time. I'm sure Coach Tyler Cheney is down, not only consoling, but what a teaching opportunity this is for the Wildcats that are going to be a good team. They're going to be a great team before it all said and done. JV got beat pretty good, and the Cats were in the ball game up until about halftime, Jim, and we can take some positives out of that. Journey Arnold, a 6'2" sophomore, got back in the scoring side of things, and that's going to be confidence for her that she is able to get the ball up to the basket and put it in. So that's going to be confidence for the other girls also, that once they get the ball inside to Journey, then it's a good 2 points.
It just takes time, and it'll come. And the Cats getting ready. This was a non-conference game. Carl Junction not in the COC anymore. They're in that Lake of the Ozarks type conference, playing with other teams such as Logan Rogersville, Marshfield, Branson, Bolivar, and Hillcrest, and West Plains. So they have some traveling to do. It's a whole new look for them. But the Cats will be ready starting the second half of the season after Christmas, where they'll take on a lot of teams from the COC.
Well, I think that's going to do it for us. Once again, the final score here, Carl Junction Bulldogs 71, Neosho Wildcats 35. And let's take another timeout or two, Sam. We've got Coach Tyler Cheney looking this way. No, I guess he's going to go the other direction. So I guess that will be it. Join us tomorrow night. We will be in Monette, Missouri, as the boy Wildcats take on a tall Neosho Cubs. Monette Cubs team, and it'll be interesting to see how we certainly deal with that. And then again on Friday night as Seneca comes to town, and that is a inter-county rivalry that is like none other. It's always a tough ball game, and it's a great ball game, so we're excited about that too. So until we see you again tomorrow night, for Jim Jackson and Sam Fryer, I'm John Ball, and we will be at the pregame show probably about 6:30, 6:45. Till then, go Cats!
Welcome to Neosho Basketball, live on KNEO.org. This broadcast is a sporting outreach of the KNEO Sports Network. You're now locked into the official pregame show for the Neosho Wildcats. Now let's go to the game site for all the action.